everybody, how are you? It's Saida here again for Aleef Kitchen. Today we're going to go straight into what we have. You can see that our table is full. Here we have rice, goat meat and beef, locust beans, beef stock, our seasoning powder, crayfish, ground crayfish, Cameroon pepper and suya pepper. I'm sure now you have an idea of what we're trying to do. Cayenne and salt. Palm oil with a bit of vegetable oil. We have efirin, basil for another type of name. We have bell pepper and scotch bonnet, so tatashe and rodo. So the rodo is yellow and red. The yellow one is supposed to give you this sort of fruity flavor, and then the red one obviously for the heat. We have our red onions and yes, our locust beans again. This is some pre-cooked rice that has chilled. It's not fully cooked, it's just parboiled. So we're going to take our grain board for vegetables, our sharp knife, and we'll just cut the peppers into tiny bits so that it's easy to revolve in the blender. So it all depends on the quantity you're doing. If you would like it to be very, very spicy, you can use more peppers. And so this rice we're making today is actually called native rice. Some people put large dried prawns, the red ones that you get in the market. But today we're just using crayfish because I don't want it to overpower the taste of our beef and goat. Also, the beef and goat has been boiled earlier and has cooled down. So I'll just fry that, then add our peppers, then our rice. I've also added some garlic, so I wouldn't have to add garlic in here. I usually blend my own peppers with garlic because I love the smell. It's absolutely lovely. And I don't really like ginger. I mostly use garlic. So I'm just going to take a bit of water here to allow our peppers move and blend freely. So I've added my peppers to the blender, secure it tightly, and blend. Remember, so it's finally ready. You can see that it's not fully done, just still a bit lumpy. Put this here, I'm done with it. Okay, so we have all our ingredients prepped. We'll move to cooking. Now I put my pan here for a few seconds. I'm going to add my oil, actually, to the pan. It's pretty hot. So I'll just take the heat down slightly. Now I like to heat up my oil and get it slightly translucent because then it enhances the flavor, in my opinion, and also takes off that taste. You know, that clumpy taste you have when you haven't cooked your oil properly in your pan. So I'll just swirl it around. Take it off the heat to avoid the smoke overpowering your kitchen. So we're going to add our beef and goats to the pan. So just let it fry, just lightly, nothing too crispy. So I've slightly increased the heat because the pan is a bit wet now from the moisture of the meat. So that will make it evaporate faster. And of course, this in turn actually cooks the oil. So it will get rid of that taste I was telling you about, the clumpy taste you get after you've made something with palm oil. I will add my seasoning now. So we have the Cameroon pepper and the suya pepper here. My seasoning cubes, my crayfish, I don't want to use too much so it doesn't overpower the taste of my beef. Then my salt and cayenne pepper. In place of cayenne pepper, you can use our normal local dry pepper, our chili. But I like cayenne pepper because it's more fine. Next, the onions. So now our peppers are waiting to be added. We add the locust beans. At this point, we don't want to put too much moisture in our native rice. You can add some of the beef stock, but don't introduce too much moisture into the rice or it will get soggy. Now I'll add some of our pepper. Not too much. A bit of the beef stock. And normally once you've seasoned your beef and your goat or any sort of protein you're using properly, you won't need to add too much salt or seasoning into your food. But because I'm not using a lot of the beef stock, I've added a bit of salt as well and a seasoning cube. Now we add our rice. You can use any kind of rice you want. You can use the normal or fada rice. You can use long grain rice. Basmati, I don't know if you can, but you can try. I've never really tried it. The rice is just cooked, so it still has a bit of bite to it. So we don't want our mix to be too wet. The rice will get soggy and we won't like the outcome. I'm going to add more rice to this. So just stir, avoiding being too aggressive. Okay. Now we add our basil stroke ephedrine leaves. This will give it a nice scent. Put it in. You don't really need to chop it or anything. We'll just break down in the heat of the pan. I like to be able to taste my vegetables when I put them in. So just stir that in. Can you hear that sound? It's drying up. So we're going to leave our rice to cook just for about 5 to 10 minutes. So you can see our rice is almost ready. So we're going to take a break now, and then when you come back, we'll be plating and tasting our amazing native rice. See you soon. Here's a quick recap of our beef and goat native rice pot. We will need 1 cup of rice, 500 grams of beef, 500 grams of goat meat, 1 teaspoon of locust beans, a bunch of basil or ephedrine, 6 tablespoons of palm oil, seasoning cubes to taste, 3 scotch bonnets, 2 bell peppers, 1 teaspoon of Cameroon pepper, 1 onion, 3 cloves of crushed garlic, salt to taste. How to make our beef and goat native rice pot. In a pot, heat up the palm oil to get rid of the curdling taste. Then, add your chopped onions till it softens. Add boiled beef and goat meat. Add freshly ground pepper. Allow the contents to fry, then add generous amounts of your well-seasoned beef stock. Let it simmer and add your pre-cooked rice with garlic and dry pepper. Stir in the locust beans and cook till the rice has softened. Stir in your basil leaves and serve with sliced scotch bonnets. Welcome back to Aleef Kitchen, everybody. So, as you can see, our rice is ready and we're going to taste it soon. Now I'm going to plate it. Look at that steam. Hi. Anyway, so I've sliced some peppers here, orange peppers with some of our leaves that I picked off the basil stroke ephedrine. I'll just use it to decorate the plate. Now, I'll put this on our plate. Wow. And you can actually use like meat from, Eid when you're just tired of eating it on its own. I think this is okay for us. So I'll just scatter a few of the peppers. Look at that beautiful color. All our veggies are giving the plate. So we plated our lovely, lovely native rice. My friend Aisha came to visit me. I don't know why they always come to visit me, because they know I always have food. Anyway, so I'm glad to have somebody to taste the rice with me. So I'm going to welcome into my kitchen Aisha, my dear, dear friend. Salam alaikum.
Alaikum salam.
How are you?
I'm fine, thank you. And you?
Good. So, you're my guinea pig for today. Now it's time to taste the rice. So here you go, let me know what you think. Hope she likes it.
Looks yummy already. Tastes amazing.
Wow. You can hear it. So
delicious.
So you can see that Aisha loves the rice, absolutely loves it. So we will continue eating our rice, and you can enjoy yourself by making your own pot as well. I wish you could join me, but oh well. Inshallah, we will see you on the next episode, and stay blessed.
Masalam.